Hey guys, welcome to my next review. Now, I've changed my list. First off, we changed our list to put the films that I think people are going to enjoy the most up front. And I've also included my seasons equally, as you can see here. I've just joined the days, put American Horror Story Season 3 will be on there'll be a season every month. And yeah, I just want to do that so I can start building up. But this is the spoiler warning, by the way, so click off if you don't want spoilers. Let's get back to my Alice. I've already made it for American Horror Story. So this film was made in 1988 as an art project. It by the director wanted to show her art. Sorry guys, you hear that? Can you shut up? Thank you. So it's 1988. It's a fantasy thriller film, and it's an hour and 26 minutes long. So one of the more shorter movies we reviewed on this channel. So starts the film off with the sound on this quality of Blu-ray. Get the dual format version. Oh my god, the quality of the sound is superb. So it starts with a river running and someone throwing pebbles. Then I had an issue with this where I was going through it, and it was it was playing in Czechoslovakia. That's the original country. It was Czechoslovakia, right? Or Czech Republic now, I believe it's called. I'm not sure what it's called, but Czech, Polish, whatever. But it was one of those two. I'm not 100%. It said Czech, but the subtitles were in English, which is pretty weird. But you hear every time there's someone says something, it's in Alice's head with her mouth. But the thing is, even if you click English, it still plays the Czechoslovakia version, so the words are just drawn out longer. That's the only problem with this Blu-ray. So you find her Alice's room in the tip. Now, she closes her eyes and she falls through. She chases a rabbit and I skipped a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but then she falls through the roof onto leaves, and then the roof just rebuilds itself, and the door's locked. There's a short door and a big door, obviously classic. And then the leaves sort of sucked each other into the drawer and then shut. And then the white rabbit for some reason is licking the watch. Alice shrinks herself, but leaves the key, because she put the key after unlocking the door to see what's inside. She puts the key back on the dresser and she can't reach it now because she's just drunk a potion, which obviously, Alice in Wonderland, she shrinks, and then she finds a tart and she grows again, and she picks it up, and then she starts crying because she can't get back down to shore, and then the room floods with her tears, because obviously she's giant, which means that a teardrop is like a bath. So yeah, she floods the room. And then this rat comes on and starts cooking food on her head. So he just starts hammering in these wood, and then puts stones around it, and then put a pot on it. He puts a pot in the water, picks it up, and then starts putting in SpaghettiOs and spaghetti and all that stuff in there. Cooks it. And then the white rabbit is on a boat after she floods it, and the door ends up opening for some reason. I'm not sure, guys. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but it happens. And basically, she eats one of those tarts and she shrinks again. But then she grabs hold of a chest of drawers and starts swimming. She then uncovers a little castle that she climbs up to explore. And birds attack her as well in the water. I forgot about that. For some reason I put it separate. Then you hear this bell, and then I skipped to Alice's socks come alive, and they go in the floor and start digging up the thing. Then she grabs her socks and pulls them up and puts them back on, but there's a hole, and she picks it up, and she picks these two metal bits up, puts them in her pocket and goes. She lifts, and then White Rabbit returns to find some scissors, and then she lifts house to find a letter as she hears something crying. Ends up being a baby pig. And then I skipped a bit more, and then you see Queen that says, she says off with her heads. The Mad Hat and the Rabbit lose their heads, and also obviously we meet them. Other Alice in Wonderland imaginings obviously other adaptations of Alice in Wonderland, they never cut their heads off. They end up just escaping. But this did it differently because it's more of a horror take on the classic title. She Alice plays a card game with the Queen. She loses. She gets ready to cut off her head, but she escapes in the nick of time, and she grabs her scissors and goes, "I think I'll get my revenge by cutting his head off," and it ends. It wraps up with the theme. So I gave it a 3 out of 5. It's really creative art, but it's just too weird for me. I don't really like weird films. And also, it had to be skipped a couple of times. It's just drawn out. Some of the scenes were drawn out. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my Alice review. It's an alright film if you like weird films. Tomorrow I'll be reviewing American Horror Story Season 1, Episode 1 and 2. So I'm doing 2 episodes a day. So like 40 minutes long, and that'll make equal film. But bye-bye.